Success or failure is up to you.
Yeah, we're talking about Ram trucks and big old bugs, Mother Nature and Lady Luck. From phase 1 to phase 13, we're living out a hunter's dream. And there's gonna be heat waves and lots of bugs. There'll be thunderstorms and Midwest mud. There'll be Under Armour and overcast, and hot doughs coming in fast. The good, the bad, and in between, and it's all a part of this thing we call 13.
We now enter Phase 7, November 11th through the 15th. This is lockdown. In the Midwest, breeding season continues, and most bucks are temporarily hunkered down with a doe. But on a positive note, it's mid-November, and freezing temperatures have arrived. So just choose your tactics accordingly, and you might get the opportunity you seek.
This phase, above and beyond any of the other phases, epitomizes why we did the show 13. It is a light switch event. You can literally sit there during the buck parade, during the seeking phase of the pre-rut, and see buck after buck after buck, and then all of a sudden, within a matter of hours, every single buck gets with a doe, and the buck parade ends. We talk about the bell curve within the rut, and as it starts out, there are very few deer in estrus. Then all of a sudden it peaks, and there are a lot of deer in estrus. What happens when a doe comes into heat, and she's truly in heat and about ready to breed? More often than not, she's going to stop moving. When she stops moving, they stop moving. That, in essence, is lockdown.
If a buck is locked down with a doe, it's not uncommon to see her get up and feed when all the rest of the deer are bedded. And then all of a sudden you may see him pop up out of the weeds or out of security cover, someplace that you would least expect them. A lot of times it will happen during odd hours because they're bedded in strange places, they pop up in strange places. Lockdown is extremely, extremely difficult to hunt.
So what you're trying to key in on are those few bucks that free up from the doe that they were on. More often than not, when they do free up, their movement is going to be the middle part of the day. You never want to miss the peak of the rut because anything can happen at any time. It goes from an expectation of when a deer will move to a hope. We hope that we can actually kill a deer during this phase. Here comes lockdown.
I'm gonna do a little series of light calling. And if you're in a stand and you got in there quietly and the wind is right, you have to work under the assumption that there's a deer bedded within 50 yards, 100 yards, 125, something close.
To watch this entire episode on Outdoor Channel, contact your TV provider today.